Alright, guys, The Medium. What to say about The Medium? Okay, The Medium is a very very impressive game. I've been playing it on my Series X for a while now. Just about 4 hours or 3 hours into the game. I got to say that it's a very very nice game that you will not regret playing it. It's going to be something like a very smooth experience. Um, it's not going to be a game that feels cheap in any way. Not going to be a game that feels like a cash grab or like a double A game or something like the sort. It's going to be a game that will fulfill that legacy of psychological terror or horror that you experienced many years ago during the Xbox 360, PS2, or PS1 era, where people used to play Silent Hill and a few of those horror titles. Um, the Medium is not a game for everyone, if you don't mind me saying. It's a game that it might give you some kind of fright or fear. It's going to be pretty traumatic experience for some because it doesn't handle horror the conventional way like everybody else does. It handles horror in a way that is more cinematic, in a way that is more on your face. Like you have to be really really consistent about the way you move on the game because sometimes when you are chased by this monster that you meet first time like a couple of hours into the game more or less, or an hour and a half, this Maw, like they call him, I don't know the name yet, but I just read it on the internet because they haven't introduced him like totally like, yeah, this is the monster. My name is the Maw, nice to meet you. No, it's a monster that appears to you suddenly and is pretty creepy and is going to be making you feel powerless. Let me tell you, you're gonna feel powerless the first time that you face this monster. And to be honest, the game has pretty good graphics. The thing that I like the most about the game is the mechanic of the double or the dual screen, where you control both screens at the same time, and it works pretty well on the Xbox Series X. There's almost no slowdowns, no frame rate drops that are very visible or noticeable. I do notice some frame rate drops, but they are very staggered with each other. They are not like every single time happening or every single screen that you load is gonna have a screen slow down or something. The game has a very good voice acting. It's very dark. Um, it's got a movement similar to Resident Evil games of PS1 era. Like you move on a third person view like that, and I don't know if you can see well. And it's not a game of action, it's a game of puzzle, psychological thriller, and it also uses your inner fright or fears to trigger them in a way that you couldn't imagine. I most definitely recommend this game for everyone that likes beautiful art, beautiful games, and for anyone that has a passion for old school games with a touch of new because this game is very revolutionary. The dual screen is a happening thing, it's a new thing, okay? Happening like the happening, okay? It will give you a good amount of suspense, a good amount of intrigue, a good amount of overwhelm feelings in some situations, and it's going to give you a little bit of surprise, and you're gonna say, oh, this is really next gen stuff. This is the first time I feel like I'm playing a next gen game. So this is what this game is going to give you. So without further ado, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and this is just a very short video to let you know what the Medium is all about and my very short experience so far. If you would like to have a more detailed video, please give a like and subscribe, and thank you very much for everything. Peace.